I want to tell you guys about the practice that changed my life. It was my junior year, just finished up a very disappointing season, was supposed to take first at states, ended up losing by locking hands in the semifinals. Fast forward to my off-season training, I'm working at my club practice with my good friend Nate Calici. Once a week, Nate would actually do a private lesson at the end of practice with Coach John Clark, who's currently the head coach of Sacred Heart, and Austin Cooley, who's a Division I wrestler for West Virginia. And that day, Nate was not feeling like wrestling. He was tired from the practice. So I jumped at the chance and did the private session. After that, Coach Clark must have saw something inside me because he made me the practice partner for every single private he had going forward until I left to college. And I mean, he would drag me everywhere. The craziest place we would go is up in Cape Cod. So we would drive, hour and a half or so up to Cape Cod. Then we would take a boat to a private island. Once we got to the private island, we would take a golf cart up a hill, pass through a bunch of pigs and horses and all this stuff, get to the top of the hill where there was a stage set up with a mat there, and I would just scrap with this middle school kid for an hour straight on the super hot black mat. But because of all those private lessons, I saw a tremendous jump in my wrestling. Not only was it just getting a lot more mat time, but when you have that coach watching you drill, seeing the mistakes you're making and making those adjustments, you'll jump levels very, very quickly. And I hope you guys can learn from that story and try to get as much of that one-on-one attention as you can. I ended up going from 6th in state my junior year. I won states, almost pinned everybody through until the finals where I majored the kid, beat a couple nationally ranked kids, and then went on to wrestle Division I and become a 2-time national qualifier.